Good morning, YouTubers. Good afternoon, YouTubers. Good evening, YouTubers. Wherever you are around the world. Let me make sure this mic's in. Sometimes it's muffled. I'm bored. The next giveaway car will not be here for a while. If you see how bundled up I am, it is currently 21 degrees in New York, and it's always 10 degrees colder in the garage. Now, I got the heater on. I'll shut it off so it doesn't sound bad or anything. But yeah, I'm bored. So what do I want to do today? I want to install a wave track differential in the next giveaway car's transmission. If you're a little bit out of the loop, if you're new to the channel, we give away cars. We come up with dope concepts, and you can go back to the previous videos and check them out. I'm not that good yet to like point up and then that video link will come up. I'm not that good yet. So yeah, I've got my all-wheel drive transmission here. It's a 2005 CRV transmission, and I am going to open it up and swap out the differential and put it into a wave track. So right now I've got the fluids being drained, I've got my tools set apart, so let's start gunning, let's start learning, and by the end of this video a lot of you will be able to understand and install your own differentials. So without further ado, the intro's about to come in. Let's keep gunning. Okay, boys, here we go. So the first thing we're doing, we have our tool set here. We've got a magnet plate there. We're just taking off all these 12s around the transmission casing. So it's very simple. Now, some of these guys might be a little rusted. Same concept. If you see something is rusted, I sprayed everything that I can with PB Blaster. So same concept. You always put your hand on the back of the gun. Keep it pressed down so it doesn't back up and strip the bolt. Simple as that. So the first thing we're doing is literally taking off all the 12s. Now, I don't know how long this transmission's been sitting out, but you can see a significant amount of rust. Now, before I started working on this, I also cleaned it. So I just hit it with some simple green. I let that sit for a little bit just to make the job a little bit more easier. So actually, before I take off the casing, I am going to take off this transfer case. Man, it's not so common that you say transfer case and then like Honda transmission. But I'm going to rip off this transmission transfer case here, and then I'll finish up throughout the top of the transmission. Now I just quickly flip this up. I'm gonna put so you got four 414s that are holding this to the actual bell housing. So this has to come out. Rip that guy out. So check this out. The next car is all-wheel drive. I've never driven an all-wheel drive car. I hope I don't fall in love with it because it's a giveaway car. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm super excited, actually. What a fail. This snap-on gun is trash. Watch this. You see that? This snap-on gun is so overrated. This is my DeWalt, and the battery life is only at 2. On the second bar, it goes up to 3 bars. So check this out. Super expensive and highly overrated. Snap-on, you got to do better than this, man. So these 414s are out. We'll pull them guys out. Are they the same length? Yes. Let's just make sure one doesn't go in the other. Again, this is the first time I've ever done this. So yeah, all 4 are the same length. Pop this sucker off here. It won't be that easy, right, Aki? Need a mallet, maybe? Nice. Very nice. Ah, that's out. Oof. Look at that. That's dope. It's awesome. It's heavy too. It's got some girth on it. Pause. Alright, so I'm going to set this guy to the side. So again, now we can treat it like a regular 5 or 6-speed front wheel drive transmission. We're going to flip it back over, rip the top apart, and we're going to get to that differential. Alright guys, I'm back. I made a little bit of a mess. And yeah, basically we're at this point. We're ripping these guys off. We're not losing anything. Now, quick reminder. Make sure it's recording. Alright. Quick reminder, ladies and gentlemen. There's two 14s which are longer than the other, and you'll know exactly where they go. There's one here, and there's one on the opposite side. It's a longer 12 mil. I'm sorry, 12 mil. So, if you try to put the 12 in on assembling, and you notice that it's short, it's obviously in the wrong slot. So we are just taking off every 12 that we see. And now we have to get to the shifter mech. So I'm going to flip this guy this way for you. Hopefully we're all out of oil here. Sit this guy there. Move this here. Move this here. How you guys like the snap-on jacket? Awful electronic snap-on, but I'm digging this jacket. There goes my sponsorships. Okay. Shifter mech. This is kind of fun, not fun. So the first thing we are doing is taking off these 10s. I wonder if this clip is too long right now. Or I wonder if everyone's staying in the loopy. Alright, so first thing I'm doing here is taking off these 4 10s. Now when you're taking off the shifter mech, there are 2 10s which are longer than each other because they're guided by dowels, and then there's 2 that are shorter. So this guy's a short one, and then these are the 2 long ones. And if you see me tossing like that carelessly, I have a magnet. So through here, and now we have this hex key in the back before taking this guy out, which is a number. Alright, what hex key is this? This is a 8. It's an 8 hex key. So I'm trying to do my best while showing and explaining. Okay. We are here now. I thought I did a good job draining. I didn't. So 8 in here. I sprayed some PB Blaster. We're going to crack first. Now this gets assembled with Honda Bond. You see that? It has some on it already. When we go to put that back in, we're going to clean this surface out, and we're going to reinstall that with Honda Bond. So now the cage behind here is released. The shifter mech is loose. We are in neutral, and we just simply pry from right here. Nice and easy. Done. Our shifter mech is out. This is always a big hot topic. I'm going to switch this weighted rod out, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it. Okay, so before we move on, we have our 14 for reverse, which is located right on yonder. Hope the lighting is decent. Take that 14 out. And then we have, I believe this is 14 hex key. Yes, 14 hex key for the top one. This sometimes is a little bit of a nightmare. Sometimes they do need heat. Yes, they do. Okay. In this case, we're not. We're good because the DeWalt is king right now. So, I'm almost done. Now, what's left? Our springs. Our fork springs. Detain springs, whatever people want to call them. Whatever you heroes decide to call them, you can call them that. I call them shift fork springs. take it out with the washer. And if your spring is stuck inside, it's a bad sign and needs to get swapped out. So we'll get some new ones before we reassemble that. Sometimes it's probably installed a little too tight. Okay. Alright, so I got these balls. Pause. Can you get a magnet? Get a thinner magnet, because this one's always giving me an issue. Yeah, this one's always giving me an issue. So I'm going to try my best to grab all three. You think I can do it? 3 balls are going to drop out of here. Pause. You think I can grab them? Pause. I got. That's one. That's one. I got 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 2. Alright, last guy. I'm going to let him fall in this bucket. Because this positioning is crazy. Of course not. There he is. There he is. And I lost him. I lost him. No worries. I have more. Okay, so now I couldn't get to these 12s here because the shifter mech was in the way. So, that's that. And that's that. So now, I just take a quick glance. All my 12s are out. Take this clip off, release it. On yonder, there's a clip here. We just release it off that bearing, and I already feel that the input shaft pause has dropped. So I'm in good shape already. This is going to come right up. I just have to break this 20-year-old Honda bond on here. Look at this. Sweet. Check this out. Right out. Let's check these gears. Okay guys, so what I want to do now is I want to check these gears, right? Because I want to make sure that this transmission is going to shift correctly. So I'll remove this reverse lever here. We have a reverse holder in the back. It's a 10 mil here. Can I get it without an extension? No. But I brought an extension. But it's oily. I definitely got to clean up. I hate working like this. You guys with me still? Oh, I even got the camera out. Okay, hold on. Bear with me. Okay. So now that this is out of the way, right? I've got 2 more that's holding reverse, the actual gear. I'll give you this, guys. This transmission's in excellent condition just by off the color inside. So I'm going to take this guy out that holds reverse. I'm going to actually remove reverse. There's our reverse. I'm going to remove that. And what I want to do is I just want to shift every gear up and down and make sure it's fine. I looked at the houses. So you have a gear, you have the gear, and on the bottom of it you have the houses. Is this a better angle? Okay, this is better. You have your synchro, and then you have the gear, and then it has houses. So it should shift up and down. From the looks of it, it looks great. So let's see. Beautiful. That's 1, 2. That's money. There's no scratching, which means that none of the gears are actually hurt, and the synchros are fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's mint. Wow, great job. Whoever had this kept it in good condition. So it's a 5-speed. So we are going to grab our spacers here, put it back on the input shaft the same way we took it off. So it's the smaller one is always on the bottom, and the larger one is always on the top, which goes to the input shaft. So I'm going to put that in there so I don't lose it. That's fine. Bearings look good. It's barely any metal in the magnet. And now when we take this out, we don't want to lift it, and we don't want to favor one side, so we lift it straight up. Done. finished. So we are going to swap this diff over. I'm going to move this bell housing because we don't need it for a while. Now removing the ring gear from the actual differential because we need the ring gears, both of them. So this is reverse thread. So we're tightening to loosen. So we hold it. Boom. Go across from each other. Come down over here. This is, you can mess up here. Make sure you're pressing down on the gun. This is a 12 point. Now the whole thing is about to drop. Both ring gears. Okay, so those bolts hold both ring gears. Sweet. Okay, now that's tightened. Yeah. Okay, this guy's holding it. There it is. Done. Out. Lift this guy up here. Put that there. We're going to pull our new differential out. Now, before we get all crazy, well, not even that. I'm going to install this ring gear on the new diff right now, right? But we still have to get these bearings off, and we still have to remove the speed ring, which is very important. A lot of people forget to take that off. I'm going to open up this new wave track diff. Get this guy all opened. Oh, I need a razor. Guy out of here. Instructions? What instructions? Okay, so now I've got this fresh wave track, brand new, and I just want to say something on this next giveaway, guys. There is no expense spared. I don't care. If we are going to change a life, let's change a life, man. There is no expense spared. The money will come back some other way, some other time. God is watching, man. I'm not cutting no corners with this giveaway card. Absolutely none. So brand new. We are just going to wave track LSD. Beautiful, beautiful piece. Wave track, reach out to me, man. I've been using your stuff for years. I'm telling you, man. We should be putting a diff in every giveaway car. So how did this go? So it went down like this, and then we pull up, pause. Might need a little love. There it is. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. That matches up nice. Okay, guys, here it is. I bolted the rings onto the differential. I don't know if I didn't press record at the right time, whatever. I messed up. I think I'm going to leave you with that. This is a lot of things to study in this video. Maybe the next video will be installation. Because I'd like to clean up the transmission a little bit. Maybe send it out to get powder coated, have it looking real nice. I'd like to also powder coat that housing for the transfer case. I don't know yet. I just really want this to be a nice, fun, exciting, unique build. So, thank you to Tri-State Motorsports for providing me with an awesome differential at an amazing price. Thank you to you YouTuber subscribers. Thank you to my gunners. I appreciate and I love all of you. Yeah, please, man, it means a lot to me. Like, comment, subscribe. 20,000 subscribers. We are giving away that manifold. We're about 700 short. So I'd really appreciate if all of you can share the channel, man. Whatever you can do on your end, it means a lot to me. It means a lot to the movement. So, in conclusion, keep gunning.